We're just grooving. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a nighttime session of design stream, graphic design stream, where we're doing more Power Rangers helmets. So, thanks to everyone who has showed up so far. Really appreciate everyone here. Just gonna set some things up before I get ready. I did a little bit of that before, but I hope your Saturday is. I almost said Sunday. I do not want the weekend to end. I can tell you that right now. I almost said. Whoa, Sunday. Hello. A little bit of an echo as I check out my own stream, but for whatever reason, I really need to go to the creative dashboard. So just making sure I have everything set for that. Once again, appreciate all of you joining. And I'm going to switch to the desktop. Because I did finish the Red Ranger helmet. I know I had some issues with kind of merging everything before, but everything is all set with the Samurai... Red Samurai Mega Mode. So this, I think, turned out really dope. I really like kind of some of the 3D element going on here with the flare of the helmet, visor extending. So yeah, we're chilling. I'm gonna make this full screen in a second. Just hope everyone's doing good. Now, I might do another poll. I know the other helmet that won before was the 2017 Power Rangers movie Red Ranger. And I might do that one tonight. That one's a bit complicated. I think there's a lot of different details in there that we can work out and illustrate, and I think it'll be pretty good. So... hello to Mason, Jacob P, and we got Nova Charter, my good friend Aaron in the house. Gonna shout out Nova Charter just because he shouts me out so much on his stream, and I know he's got a lot of cool interactive things on his channel. But he's streaming most days on Twitch. My really good friend, part of the Starfleet Escape podcast, which we definitely have to keep podcasting on there. Tons of Star Trek coming out in the next few months. So yeah, shout out to my friend Nova. There's my name is Sean. It's been a while. Saturday, it's kind of a chill Saturday. Teresa and I actually went to a Japanese marketplace, Mitsuwa, that we usually go to around here. So just kind of had to get out of the house for a bit, do some shopping, pick up some groceries. We were driving her new car because I like to take it out on the weekends now. Just a nice chance to get out of the house, and it was still cold though. Great sunny day, but it was really cold. We got Big Mike 8109 in the house. What is up? Lots of people showing up. Love to see it. Thank you so much. But yeah, Saturday, I'm like, you know what? It's time to do another one of these design streams. And I'm going to switch to my desktop. I'll leave chat running so I can still see chat. But yeah, I think we're going to dive right into the next Red Ranger. I might throw up a poll if you guys want to see. Otherwise, I think I'm going to stick with... I don't even know where my paper list is. I think I'm going to stick with... the 2017 movie Red Ranger. Just because there is a ton of detail on that. And I think that would be a really nice challenge. So we'll get to that in a second as I shuffle papers around, because I had like a whole, like I jotted down all my stuff. No, you know what? I had that on Notepad. All right, yes, I did have that on Notepad. So, oh wow, Nova got out of the house today for a random job interview. Well, good luck, my friend. I really hope if that's something you're passionate about and you're going for, really good luck to you on that one. I trust me, if I could do streaming and it could get me like as much as much money as my job was, I'd be streaming 24/7. I think any of us would enjoy that. So we do have some options, and I may throw this in a poll on my Twitch. I do want to stick with I do want to stick with the movie 2017 movie, but I'll give people the choice if they want to vote on it. You can use berry points. You can use bits to vote. Lots of things to do. And I know I need to do some more berry points, some different types of redemption offers. But we'll get there. I need to overhaul this channel, I think. So, yeah. So we'll do... There's some choices here. I think they added more choices. Because I've got 5 choices. I want to get maybe a couple of these done tonight. I know the movie 2017 is going to be a big one. So after 2017 movie, I'm gonna post this maybe for a 5-minute start the poll right now. So after the movie 2017 movie, we've got SPD A Squad Red, we've got Psycho Red, Ninja Steel Red, Beast Morphers Red, and Dino Fury Red. We've got Sodders in the chat. Thanks for joining. So I'll let the poll go on for 5 minutes. People are already battling it out. And it's the two evil Red Rangers at the top. That's pretty sick. That's awesome. But yeah, we'll get into 2017 movie Red. I'm going to switch to the desktop mode. And we'll go to Illustrator. So this is the final version. This is the final version of Samurai Mega Mode Red Ranger. I have pretty much deleted all of the reference pictures, so we've got a clean file here. We'll make sure this is saved. But, yep, pretty cool to see. Now we can get into the 2017 Power Rangers movie. And first we're going to need some screenshots. And thankfully I have a lot of reference pictures. Not only from what at the time Saban Brands gave us, but also just from like my own collection of pictures. So lots of good head-on shots that we can use. Whoa, and these are super high res too. So we'll move these into the reference, because I always do like a reference layer. This one's pretty good. It's slightly tilted. So I'm gonna search for more. Welcome to Mart's PGH. I'm doing. Toku Chris, why are you making all these helmets, Eric? Well, there's quite a number of reasons, which we won't get into right now. Mainly because I do need to update all of my helmet illustrations anyway. If I were to update my Helmet Heroes design, updated for like merch, but also for a reason that will become apparent pretty quickly, sometime this month. Oh, here's a nice like head-on. Kind of beamed out, actually. That might not be the best. I don't know. Let me make these a little bit larger. That's a good head-on. Let's see, what's the box art? Oh, that was from the press release for the movie DVD. Lots of fond memories surrounding this movie. Not only just in terms of fandom, but just good times. Good times. I know the movie was very polarizing for a lot of people. But overall, I think it was fun. Yeah, I just can't help but get a little nostalgic to, God, 5 years ago now. That's insane. Time just flies. All right, this one, definitely going to be using, this is a more front-end shot. Where did that go? So that'll be nice to get that, kind of get that helmet shape going. All right, the poll is ended with a tie between A-Squad Red and Psycho Red. Solder's contributing 800 channel points. Toku Chris. We fit more dudes in a hotel room than anyone had any business doing so. That is true. That is very true. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a lot of people we had in that hotel room. Yeah, the premiere was a lot of fun. I think in terms of fandom, that was probably one of my favorite fandom memories. Just, felt like an accomplishment just for, having content created site and all of that. That was really the first and right now only movie premiere that I've been to on the carpet, but hopefully not the last. Hopefully not the last. All right, gonna get a few more reference pictures in here before we start tackling this. I would love to somehow incorporate the marbled effect. I'll figure that out. Ooh, this is a good head-on shot. They had so many great posters for this movie, too. A lot of really cool marketing for this one. That is way too small. Oh, God, remember these? They did so many different designs for the logo too. All right, I think this should be good. Let's see, how big is that? That's too dark. Alright. For the most part, I think that is pretty good for the reference images. Once we get the overall shape down, I can start working on the nitty-gritty for the details. But that should be pretty good. All right. Yeah, Becky G came out of nowhere for that film. I had like no idea who she was at the time, but God, she is like everywhere now. All right, so I'm gonna crop these real quick, and then I'll use that for. I'll use these for reference. But yeah, Premiere was a ton of fun. That was a really fun time. I just liked how kind of like our circle of friends, I mean, Hassan made ties. We all dressed up as a ranger color. I mean, we were styling and profiling for that premiere. That was a ton of fun. All right, I'm gonna make a copy of this before I strip out all the elements. And we're gonna save this as Red 2017 movie. All right, and then what else do I need? Just if I need to pull any elements or shapes, there's my original file minus Hyperforce and a few others that I've done. But yeah, we'll strip this out. Oh, it was a one and done. Yeah, Chris is right. I actually flew with Brandon from Ranger Board. We had literally the same flight, and we met up at the airport. And yeah, we all landed at LAX. We met Jason Bischoff at In-N-Out for lunch. We talked some stuff about what was going on with the brand. I think we were also invited to. We were invited to the Enway because Enway was right before Enway started the Legacy Wars game. So we're actually invited to Enway to play the game. But I'm like, nah, we got invited by Jason Bischoff to hang out. Like, I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, we skipped Enway for Bischoff, and that was a great decision. But yeah, I remember. I think it was Brandon who rented the car, and we just all piled in this car and drove down Hollywood. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. I know Rye did a vlog of that. Hassan did a vlog of our travels. So a lot of that is on their channels. But yeah, we four of us shared a hotel. And yeah, we changed, went to the premiere, the after party, and then literally the next day we were out. That was like the fastest trip to California I've ever done. And yeah, it was wild. That was absolutely wild. All right, so I'm going to strip out all of this. We'll go with the blank. Whoa, I don't want to do that. We're going to keep the mouth guard, but actually I'm going to bring in... Actually, no, we won't keep the mouth guard. I am going to bring in this... Go for the intersect here and then just scale it up. Alright, so this is definitely my base. Actually, I'll keep the red here. I'm going to remove that. We're just going to do the line work. I'm going to bring back the guides. And then, once again, I'm going to do everything just to make it quicker. I'm going to do, because any Ranger helmet, for the most part, is pretty much just a symmetrical piece. So we're going to follow the shape of the contour. A lot of these are like slightly tilted. This is probably going to give me my best shape, this head on. So we're going to alter everything here. So this is pretty much it. Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con 2018. Yeah, that was pretty fast too. Yep. Yeah, our like one and done trips, those are fast, but some of the most memorable for sure. And God, we had such little time to plan that stuff too. It was nuts. It was truly nuts. All right. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I'm gonna move a couple of the. I'm gonna collapse a couple of these. All right, my reference pictures are pretty good. I'm gonna move these over here. So anything for reference, I'm gonna throw on this reference layer, and then I'm actually going to create a template out of these to dim the images, and I can lock the layer and solely focus on what I got to do here. So let me do part of this. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to bring these in a little more so when I'm... And I know this is all off kilter, but I'm literally just going to be using it for the reference when I'm in here. Okay. So, and now that you look at it, this almost feels like Lord Zed with the visor. I didn't even really notice that before, but it definitely looks kind of crazy. All right, so the one thing they did not change much was these pouty lips. So we'll bring in the pouty lips. We'll definitely bring in the pouty lips. That's probably like the easiest thing I can do. Plus it helps keep everything like pretty much organized and consistent for the helmets. And then I can control these with the coordinate system. So my center point is 2 inches because it's the center of the square. So I just go to my reference point and change the X value to 2 inches. And that shifts it directly in the center, and then we'll just puff that up a bit. And I'm definitely going to be changing that. So, first part of the helmet is kind of like this raised visor, and it definitely has a weird contour. So what I'm going to do is make the contour first. And again, I only have to illustrate half of this, because then we can like flip it around. So to start off, and I wish this had like more of the direct on. This one might be closer to what I need. Yeah, actually I'm going to change that slightly. I just want to make sure I'm getting like the right outline. Hello to little cute girl as well. All right, so using the pen tool, we're just going to use this as a guide. So there's this kind of first ridge here. Actually, I could probably just do this as the ridge that's coming down. Actually, let me try that again. I'm going to make sure that this is at the right point value. I'm just going to do like a very thin line for this. And then this kind of goes like kind of straight in here. Alright, so that makes like the first ridge. And I like that they carried, like obviously there's the black in the visor, but they extended those black elements as kind of like this negative space right at the helmet, which I thought was pretty cool. Even the eyes right there. So now we've got this other shape that kind of like defines this portion of the V right here. So that kind of comes down to maybe here. And then we're going to do a gentle slope. It's a little bit wonky there. You know what? It's not a perfect... Hold on. Because it's not like a perfect curve. It kind of goes up a little. But there's that kind of between here and here, there's like a consistent width that I want to keep. So I'm going to extend this a little bit past the base. And it's got kind of that rounded corner. And why is this not... There we go. Change that. And then so it kind of gets a little bit thinner over here. And more flat. So I'm going to bring that up here. Because this forms like the ridge of the outer layer. And don't worry, I'm definitely going to adjust things as we go. This is by no means perfect. But we're forming that top part of the Tyrannosaurus, almost like the jaw of it. All right. At this point, I think what I'm going to do is kind of resize this to match the proportions and make sure that's not on my reference layer. Alright, I'm going to shrink this a little bit. Ooh, actually, that works perfectly. And again, this is definitely not, it's not a complete front on. But I may guide it a little bit. Just so I can match it up. Again, it's tilted, so it's going to be a little bit of a weird perspective. But this is a little bit more front on. And it's also my interpretation of it. I'm not trying to do like a copy paste, but I do enjoy good reference material, because I want to be accurate. All right, those are locked in. For right now, I may just make that. So again, not tracing, but kind of considering all the shapes that I need to for this. So we'll continue on with this anchor point. I'm going to relock that. And I might have to make these helmet shapes. Well, I'm definitely going to make those helmet shapes more... Oh, why did I get... I'm silly. I just want to use a thin line for this, so I'm going to go really thin. That way I can at least see where I want to go for this. Alright. So this kind of ends... And I actually may need to bring these points in. That's a little bit too thick for what I'm going for. Yeah, that's better. And I can clean up some of these curves if I want to. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make this a little bit wavy just because of the patterns in there. It's definitely a more organic shape, and while it's still symmetrical in the design, there's really like a lot of organic curves in this that give it that unique feel. Less man-made and more mystical, or however you want to say these helmets are. I'm actually going to bring this in slightly just to match the steepness of those curves. And again, I want the consistent width between these. We got Fajita Phantom with a lurk. Thank you, Vince, for joining the chat. Really appreciate it. Who knows? Maybe some Fortnite later? We'll see. But thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday evening to watch the stream. Really means a lot to me. Really appreciate all of my friends who help support me and the projects I work on, and friends supporting friends, and really helps with the mental health aspect as well. So, okay. Now, what you don't get in this head-on design is that I know this is a bit like kind of like looking up a bit. Make sure I did my stream. So this kind of like slightly looking up, but you can see that this is the next step of the helmet, of the separation from the mouth guard to the bottom jaw of the helmet. And you can see it kind of like wraps around. I think Weta did an amazing job on these suits. I've always loved Weta designs and things like they've done for Lord of the Rings and just so many different productions. And this is a much easier curve, but I may need to do that in a couple different low points. Alright, now because the shapes I'm making are pretty much like the red portion of the helmet, I'm going to do the visor as a separate shape. So this piece will go like, it'll be layered above. And I did lose my chat. Okay, there it is. So again, we are making this symmetrical. So I just want to make sure all of my points line up in the center. And you can really zoom in into Illustrator. I think this, you can go up to like, what is the max? Look, 64,000%. Like you can, this is like a micron level of detail where you can see the individual specs. But yeah, you can see right here, 64,000%. That is the max zoom for Illustrator. Kind of crazy. Gonna round out that shape a little more. All right. So continuing with the anchor. All right, and now I think I'm gonna do this piece separately. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have layered that differently. And these helmets are shiny. Like a lot of this is reflection. So you can see the plane of where things stand. But it makes it a little deceiving when defining the edges for this. But yeah, definitely a Lord Zed type of shape there, which is pretty interesting if you think about it. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to do the basic outline, and I'll kind of layer the other stuff on top of it, which probably I should do something different for this. All right, let me actually cut. I'm going to cut a section real quick. So what I'm thinking is, like, because I'm thinking of the different shapes. So this helmet crest right here sits on top of this, like, kind of like inner tooth thing. And then this sits on top of like the lower part of the visor / the jawline. And if I want to control the colors for these, I want to do it where I can control like the layering of the objects. Because even though this is a 2D image, you know, I want to make it 3D. And then I'm just going to rework this slightly. So the great thing about Illustrator is you can like really cut up these images just based on the different line segments. What I want to simulate is that curve, even though we're not looking at it. We're not looking at it directly. I mean, we're looking at it directly head on, but this, I kind of like that shape. And again, it's my artistic license for it. But I kind of like how it joins up with that part of the helmet. And then maybe kind of curves back in on itself. Interesting thing about this is when the London auction house, prop store of London, they actually did an auction for this movie. And funny enough, I was able to win one of the auctions, and I have R.J. Kyler's suit, not his suit, the outfit that he wore when they were in the quarry and they first discovered the power coins. And when they were in the quarry, and it was one of those first promotional images that they did for the film, and I actually won his whole outfit from the movie that he wore. And there was still dirt from the quarry on the actual costume piece. So really cool. One of these days I just got to get a mannequin for it and have it displayed. So whenever I have Chris Long, if you were deemed to take off my glasses, that will not happen on this stream at all. Because I will not be able to function. Literally, I will just pause for however long I need to for that redemption to go away. Alright, I don't want a divot here. That's going to be a little bit of a problem when I combine this, because then there will be like a little lip when there shouldn't be. So I'm just going to do this. All right, so again, once again, I'm going to be layering these pieces on. So I'm going to kind of go for this shape and end this part, because there is some silver accents that I really don't want to miss. And you can see that better on this side of the helmet. So I want to be able to capture all those silver elements. And, oh, yeah, you know what? That shape I can use, too. So the silver and red I really want to bring through. And I'll have to do a separate piece for this. And I'm not going to join that. Alright, so the silver portion is this bottom curve, the curve that's here, and then the curve on the top here. So I'm going to be designing this in different sections. Oh yeah, I have mad respect for Todd Whalen. Yeah, he does all of the box art. That's a Strong Stuff Tom on Twitter, and he does all of the Lightning Collection boxes, those illustrations. And yeah, I have mad respect for his style and his workflow. Yeah, I can't praise that guy enough. He does some amazing artwork. So what I'm going to do for the silver portion, what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much going to copy a couple of these sections and work off that. Or I could just, you know, it's easier to do that. So I'll copy this shape. And then I'll add the points that I need and delete the rest. So here it cuts off about there. Again, a very unique and organic helmet shape. So I'm going to add... Actually, I can work with that anchor point. I can work with that anchor point. I can delete the rest. But yeah, I really love Strong Stuff Tom Whalen's artwork. Been following his stuff for years, and when they announced that he was going to be part of the Lightning Collection, I just thought that was really amazing. So yeah, super shout out to him for just being a really great artist. All right, so I'm gonna make the curve here, and and finish out here. I'll make this curve a bit tighter. But yeah, he's a pretty cool designer, not gonna lie. But what we won't be doing is supporting any NFT bullshit. I think that's going to be good for the silver part. Actually, I want that to curve in a little bit more. So I'm going to add anchor point here, and I'll redo that curve. I think that's a little bit too high. There we go, there we go. Much, much better. Hey, maybe if I get some crypto bros in here, you know, that'll beef up the viewership. But I also can tell them all to go straight to hell, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. No, I think NFTs are like the stupidest fucking thing. You can quote me on that too. I don't give a shit. The artwork on NFTs, for the most part, is atrocious. I mean, just absolute no talent hack garbage. Hey, you can clip whatever you want. I'll stand by it. Fuck NFTs. All right. Now we got this silver portion here, which is kind of like the bottom of that tooth. So I'll do that next. I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit more, and then I'll work on the other piece. Actually, why did I do 2 points there? NFTs can suck it. I need to get this reference out here. All right. So this tooth shape is kind of wedged in this little gap in the visor here. And then this is kind of like a gray eyebrow thing. I really need to get. So I think what I'm gonna do for this space, just for my streaming, and I'm gonna take a little bit of a water break as I talk. So what I kind of want to do with my space now is I want to get like a much larger desktop, and because I got like a bookcase over here that I can pretty much turn to the wall over there, because I want to do one of those like custom desks. I love the desk that I have, but I really want one that's like a little, just a slightly bit longer. That way I can fit like another huge monitor like this. Because this model, I can actually curve the game surface. Because I'd love to just utilize this full thing for Illustrator. And then have like all the stream stuff like slapped on another monitor. And this isn't an expensive monitor. This is a Gigabyte. I got this last year or 2 years ago now. I think during the first stimulus payment or whatever. But this is a Gigabyte monitor. I think it's like a, not 4K, it's like 28K, 2800K monitor. Or not 4K, whatever the hell. There's Ks, okay, 28K, because that's, 4K is 4000, whatever. It's a high def monitor, and it's got that slight curve to it. And it's a decent monitor. I do like it because I can put chat in this corner of the window. I mean, you guys see it in my monitor here, but I would love to just have this whole thing for like Illustrator design or a game, so I could do Fortnite big screen instead of windowed, and have like all of the stream stuff off to the side. That would be, as long as it's not 3 of them in a row. Mike, if I had all the money in the world, I'd have one of those super curved monitors that's like 4 feet wide. I swear to God, I would do that. I would be obnoxious. That's my dream as a designer. I've seen them in person. They go for ridiculous amounts of money. I would love that as a designer. That would be my dream. Is just one of those big, long, curved monitors. Just one of those big mother effer, like window to the world one. Chris, you have the same monitor as I do because I recommended this one to you. I would just want 2 of them. Like, just give me another one and like I'll be good. Or I could do one of those. I think if I got another one of these, I can actually make this like vertically oriented. Because I see a lot of streamers do that. They'll have like a big vertical mounted type of monitor. And that's all for like chat and all that stuff. Yeah. This water break brought to you by H2O. H2O, the lifeblood of literally everything. Okay, let's get back to the desktop. All right. So, yeah, let's hammer out this shape. And these lips are thick. I'm gonna... Whoa, hello. That's out of context. All right. Like, I really dig this shape. But straight on, it's a little different. Alright. So I'm going to alter this shape when I bring it over here for this perspective. Because this is like looking off to the side and this is straight on, so I just wanted the basic shape that I can alter the points. And, you know, that's a thing when I'm transcribing like a lot of these helmets. You gotta think about how it ends up looking in that 3D space to 2D. So even though it is 2D, I'm trying to keep the elements of 3D active, if that makes sense. Like, I'm gonna have to... So I'm still thinking about how it can translate from 2D to 3D. Or from 3D to 2D, I should say. You get what I mean. And then this kind of like nestles in this part right here. It's like some cool ass beats right here. All the music you are hearing is from Stream Beats, which is royalty-free music created by a man named Harris Heller, and Stream Beats is his company, and it's literally a bunch of different genres, vocal-free, that you can play as background music for your streams, and it's free to download. You can use it on your streams. He's also got like a paid version, so you can help him out. Like lots of cool stuff from Stream Beats, and they provide royalty-free music. It's never going to be claimed on like YouTube or anything like that. So there's no need to worry about that. Really cool resource for streamers. And I'm sure Nova can attest to that. I know he's used Stream Beats in the past. And yes, they do have some vocal tracks now too, which is pretty cool. Alright, I don't want to separate that too much. So I'm going to have a piece that kind of overlaps this. And that's why I'm kind of bringing all of these points together up here. All right. And I'm going to make that curve a little bit more prominent. Okay. So now I'm going to copy this shape and add my silver highlight to this. That way I can start separating out those colors. So pretty much what I did with the last one, I'm going to copy and then paste in front. And then I'm going to add a couple of... Or actually, I don't need to. I can just get rid of the points that I want to get rid of. I think I'll just add one here. And then get rid of the rest. Again, I'm using the delete anchor point tool. And the anchor point is basically all those like dots that I'm connecting. Alright. And now I can pretty much just curve this to the bottom and meet up with that one point. Yeah, it can just flare out from there. Okay. So that's kind of like that side tooth. And now I want to do this silver shape that goes above the eyebrow. And then I'll finish out the top crest shape that I started here. Or actually, I could finish that now just so I have that done as reference. I think I'll do that. That way I have a guiding shape, and I can put the last piece, which is that silver kind of edge of the eyebrow, and then we'll cut out the eye and finish the lower jaw after this. Now remember, I'm illustrating this on one side because once I'm done and I feel good about all the shapes that I have, I can then flip it and start merging all of the pieces together, and that way you get that complete helmet shape. So that's why I do everything from there. And like I mentioned in the last video, Photoshop has this feature, not Illustrator, because I'm in Illustrator right now, Adobe Illustrator. But Photoshop has this ability, and maybe I'll demonstrate that one time, but it actually has like this mirrored effect. So you define the axis like I'm doing now, and whatever you paint on one side will automatically paint mirrored on the other side. And it's such a cool tool that I wish they would incorporate in Illustrator. I get why they would do that in Photoshop, but it has so many different features that you could use in Illustrator for like vector illustrations like this that would come in really helpful, I think. Anyways, because I think Adobe does, a really good job of integrating compatible features between their family of programs. But there's some decisions, well, like any company, that I, often scratch my head wondering, well, why didn't they do this? Whoa, that pulled out way too much. And it'll definitely make sense once this is colored. I just don't want to lose. I don't want to make this overcomplicated. Because if you're looking straight on, you can see that this is like another shape that's actually cutting off. Oh, I know what I should do. I know what I should do. I'm kind of losing sight of this. I know what I should do. Because this kind of just folds into this over here. All right, let me rethink this a bit. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope you guys are having a good weekend. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on that I wish I didn't have to deal with, but currently am dealing with. Alright, this kind of goes into... I guess I could make the shape of... Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do this real easy, actually. That's what I'll do. Okay. I know what I'm doing after all. Because this can curve back to here. Alright. Cool. Cool. I know what I'm doing. Alright. So we got this cool eyebrow shape. And then the eyes kind of end in that almond pattern. And then I can use that as the basis of that one ridge that ends up there. Alright, nice. But tell me something good that happened with your start of your weekend. What happened on Saturday that you really enjoyed? Okay, and then this part can form that part of the... how does that look? That's more squared off. So I'm going to add another anchor point and bring this in. But I like hearing what my friends are up to. I miss so many of you from like either conventions or hanging out locally, or no matter where the last time we saw each other was. Definitely something I miss doing with a lot of people, is just hanging out. Hope all your families are good. I hope you're just trying to have the best time. I know we're all going through a lot of different problems, and we all go through our own things. I think that's just humanity. Human. I am a human. Yeah, that's going to be a cool eye shape. And then I can finish this part. Big Mike, I also went to Target today, and I found a Fortnite banana Nerf gun, Fortnite Peely Nerf gun, which was a little cool. I gotta have Peely. And I found the Dino Fury, the new red Dino Fury Night Morpher Claw thing, which plays a lot of music from the show, which is very surprising. But again, thank you for your time being here. All right, let me do this real quick. I'm going to get rid of the reference picture and just kind of eyeball it. Because then I gotta make this eye part over here. But yeah, I actually saw that Dino Morpher thing for the first time in Target. And I had it in my Amazon cart, but it... why did it go to the Deep Space Nine theme? Is my playlist can't be done? My playlist cannot be done. I did not go through that entire playlist. Come on. Or did I? Did I go through that entire playlist? I didn't think I did. If I did, we have a problem. I thought I could just cycle through. But I didn't. I definitely did not say, "Hey, go for Deep Space Nine." That's happened before. Maybe I just got to make... I thought I had everything in my own streaming folder. We already played that. Alright, back to this. Back to action. I'm going to get rid of this anchor point because it's making this a little bit too flat on that side. There we go. I want to make sure I'm overlapping this just right. Okay, I went a little bit over on that, but I'm not going to get too crazy over it. I think that flows pretty well. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that. And now I'm going to finish off this back piece, which does the lower part of the eye. And that kind of forms what we're doing up here. Because here it kind of pinches. And I want to create that same effect. And here it very much just kind of curves up. So I'm just going to do my own thing. And we'll see how it turns out. So this piece will most likely go in the back. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is forming the bottom curve of the eyeball. Did the music stop? Alright, since this is going to be behind this, and this will all make sense once I start throwing some color on it. It's taking shape. Kind of got that basic shape that we want it to have. Although I may change this because it's looking like this is way too thick. And this needs to be higher. Yeah, I may need to change that. Alright, we adjust. We adjust. Actually, that may be throwing me off a little bit too much. Because the way I have it, the eyeball... something's not adding up. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I see what I'm doing. Yeah, I need to change all of that. Got too many curves. Make that more pointed. And then these need to come in a bit. Come on, guys, talk to me. Talk to me so I'm not in my own head right now. Because I need that. Mine's starting to drift. Fajita Phantom. We got Centik in the chat. Hey, Centik, I hope you're feeling better. I know on social media some things were going on. Really hoping you're feeling better and well rested, and I hope you're doing well. I really do. Mind Drifting feels like this stream only started a fortnight ago. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Chris. All right, let me make this tip more pointed. I just want to finish at least this helmet tonight. How are we going? Hour and 30? Because if I can knock this out, I think I'll be in a pretty good position. Yeah, absolutely, Centik. Glad you're doing better. It sucks because, you know, we're all separated by you know, we're all separated by distance and time, and you know, lots of things can happen, and you know, just I don't know where I'm going with that, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of things that happen in life, and sometimes we lose track of each other, and you hear something about a friend not doing too well, and just want to make sure that they're okay. And it's kind of one of those things of the pandemic too. Is like we can't see each other in person if we want to, but I think this age of online connectivity, our generation and the generations after us, millennials and beyond, have kind of been accustomed to being online. And I think we're prepared for this a lot more, especially as a lot of us transition working from home, or if our careers have always been from home. But it's the mental aspect too, because I know sometimes I can be quite introverted, and but it's weird because I'm very personable with people, and even if I'm somewhat of an introvert, I like being extroverted, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, life is life. Life happens. Life comes at you fast. I'm just kind of tweaking some of these curves. Like, I like this curve, but I don't like how this is behaving. There we go. But yeah, if things like, Skype and some of these other tools that we use, or Twitch, I mean, I started doing Twitch for a year now, and it's just wild that the connections that you make through there. And what did I do? Because I wanted to bring down the eye shape a little more. Okay. I might have to redo that. I'm just going to throw some color in this. It's kind of like my guide. problem with this. This needs to be way thinner. If you're just joining us, I'm continuing my Red Ranger helmet series, and right now I'm focusing on the Red Mighty Morphin from the 2017 movie. And I just threw some basic colors so I can adjust on the fly. But for what this is, no one knows. Partially it's so I can finish my own project with just continuing to do helmets in this style for a few different projects. But all will be revealed in time. I did not mean to do that. And again, I'm not trying to be perfect on this. I just want to make sure I'm getting all the right elements. Maybe I should have done an outline first. First time chat from viewer Dragon Blaze 2018. Thanks for joining. Alright. I think I need to rework this a little bit. So previously I did pretty much every Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin to Mega Force. I've done Hyper Force. The one I just finished in the last stream was the Red Samurai Mega Ranger for Mega Mode. So yeah, did Mighty Morphin through Mega Force, did Hyper Force, and now I'm just kind of like filling in the backlog of seasons. Oh no, I didn't just do Mega Force, I did Dino Charge. Why isn't this on here? I did do Dino Charge. I did Mighty Morphin through Dino Charge. These files are like all over the place too. I'll find it later, but I did do Dino Charge. Anyways. Alright, there's something that's not adding up to me on this, and I don't know why. Yeah, thanks, Dragon Blaze, for joining. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna redo this part. Because I think this is way too thick right now. These damn helmets are like way, way, way too shiny. Because the eye should be lower than that part even. Anyways, I'm kind of talking through this. More talking to myself. But I appreciate all of you being here. It really means the world to me. I want these to follow kind of like the curve of the helmet. And this becomes like a ridge up here. I think what's throwing me off is also this part right here. Oh, no, we're not moving this portion. Actually, my problem is just this point in general. So we're going to remove that. Or move it here. Ah, come on. something a little different here. Let me group these and move it over, because this is what's distracting me. This comes down. I do not want that. And then this red portion, we're going to pinch here. And then okay, that's the curve that's bothering me. This is the curve that's bothering me. I don't know, guys. I thought this would be a better distraction. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it at this point. Hold on. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm gonna step away for a bit. Probably give me like 10 minutes, and I'll try to figure out what's going on. I need to step away for a bit. I'll be right back. Thanks all. All right, I'm back, guys. I think I'm just going to end the stream. A lot going on my mind right now, and not able to really concentrate on this at the moment. So, thanks for watching. Sorry to cut it a bit short. Just kind of getting my own head about things, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll pick this up some other time. Maybe tomorrow we'll do like an afternoon stream and finish some things out. So, um, hope you have a good rest of your night, and talk to you next time. See you, everyone.